All right, well, I'd like to just start by welcoming us to our evening practice. Welcoming you exactly as you are, whether that is a little bit tired, a bit stressed, a bit full in mind, or feeling relieved maybe to get to this point in your day. You are very welcome. And we are practicing under the energies of the full moon, and it's called the strawberry full moon, the full moon that lands at this point in June. And it's a full moon in Sagittarius. So I've written a couple of blessings for us to honour these energies. And you know, with Sagittarius being Archer, it's a really beautiful moment to aim your arrow with gentleness, with compassion for yourself, not from a place of like forcing and pushing for your aims and goals, but just by opening yourself up to perhaps believing a little bit more that you can move towards them and that you can gently, again, with lots of self-compassion, release the self-doubt, the fears that might keep you feeling that you need to stay small and limited. And rather than I heard this morning and I just thought, oh, I'll take that. It's really beautiful. Rather than thinking, what's the worst that can happen? Thinking, what's the best that can happen? And being in that energy, what's the best that can happen? So I'm not saying it's easy. Life goes like this constantly. But just a reminder for us all this evening to allow a softening and an opening into the space of believing in your dreams. So I invite you to settle in, whether you want to sit down or lie down, whatever feels best. So just allowing yourself to settle in now. To take a deep breath in and to exhale slowly. A couple more times. Allowing yourself to relax more and more into the present moment. And into the knowledge that you are held and supported here. This evening, under the light of the strawberry full moon, we are invited to break free, to release the things that hold us back, to release the fear, the doubt, maybe the stories we've told ourselves or been told about ourselves, about who we are or what we're capable of. And we are invited to step into freedom. Freedom to dream bigger than ever before. Sagittarius, the archer, urges us to aim high. But first we must free ourselves from the doubt that says, I can't. The fear that whispers it's not possible. And the old stories that keep us small. This is a moment of choice. To either stay in the comfort zone of the past or to step boldly into the future. Imagine shedding the layers of self-doubt that have kept you from fully expressing yourself. Let yourself feel the energy of freedom coursing through you. Know that you are allowed to dream bigger, to step further, to expand beyond the limits of what you've told yourself is possible. So this is our moment to choose. Will you keep believing that your dreams are out of reach? Or will you choose to believe that they are already on their way to you? So with this practice, we release the stories that hold us back and invite ourselves into the expansive freedom of possibility. And it might be that over the next few moments, you spend time witnessing what old stories you might be ready to release personally. What freedoms or possibilities feel like for you. Sense of space, freedom, and release as we begin to move the body in any way that feels good. Let the movement feel enjoyable. Whether that's a big stretch or a little wiggle. So you feel ready as we're all lying down. Let's roll onto one side. Take time to come to a comfortable seat and get yourself settled there. So we're going to begin with some pranayama, some breath practice. And this evening, the breath is kumbhaka breath. So you can do this with your eyes soft, but it is really nice to close your eyes so that you can really bring your awareness to the breath. It's a simple breath whereby we inhale as deeply as we can, as expansively as we can, and then we pause at the top. That pause, that stillness is known as the kumbhaka. And then we exhale as slowly and completely as we can, all the way out. So let's take a few more of these slow, big kumbhaka breaths. Inhale. Pause for as long as it's comfortable. And then let the breath out. As you become more familiar with kumbhaka breath, think of this almost like a breath medicine. So when you come to the pause, notice where in your body feels like it needs some extra love, attention, and care, and send your awareness there. Then let the breath out. And that space in your body might be the same for the next few pauses. Or it might move around. Just allow yourself to move with your own process this evening. Inhale in, pause. Let your awareness be carried to the place that needs it most in your body. Exhale, let it go. Tending to your body and your energies with lots of love and compassion. Let's take one or two more rounds of kumbhaka breath. Still comfortable with how you are sitting. As you inhale, begin to tilt the head back a little. Find space in your throat. And as you exhale, bring the chin down towards your chest and find space in the back of your neck. A few more times. Inhale, open your throat. Exhale, open the back of the neck. Slow nods. Inhale, exhale. Let's move fluidly and gently with this full moon. Bring the head back to center when you feel ready. And then as you inhale, turning it left. And as you exhale, turning it right. Easing yourself in. And bringing a curiosity to how each side feels. Maybe one feels more spacious than the other. Maybe one feels tighter or more constricted. And if that is the case, you might like to pause and breathe a little while longer into that tight side. Just allowing the breath to help it soften and release. Back to center when you feel ready. Now drop the right ear down towards your right shoulder. Breathing into the left side of your neck. And if you want to, bringing the right hand up and over to rest on your left ear. So you're cradling the head. And to bring in even more of a soothing for your nervous system, maybe wrapping your left arm across your body and giving your ribs a loving squeeze. Okay, we are here. Deep, gentle breaths. And slowly releasing one arm, the other, the head. Before we come to the other side, try turning the head left and right again with the breath. Maybe there's a little more freedom with each breath. Come back to center when you're ready, and this time, left ear down towards the left shoulder, with the option to bring your left hand to rest on your right ear, that nice cradle, and maybe wrap the right arm across the body. Give those ribs a reassuring squeeze. Deep breath in. Allow yourself to slowly release one arm, the other arm. Turn the head left and right a few more times. And then come to some shoulder rolls. Present to the experience of your body this evening. No need to force, push. Just move at your own pace. And feel free to round that off by giving the shoulders a little shrug, a little wiggle, maybe taking that shake down to your wrist. A couple of deep breaths in and out. And let's come through together to all fours into tabletop. Okay, so once we're there and feeling settled, begin to breathe through some cat-cows. Inhaling as you drop the belly. Exhaling as you round the spine. Allow that breath to flow through you as freely as it can. Opening the front body, opening the back body. And if you're feeling guided too, let your hips move freely now. Let them swing and sway, left and right, circle round. And welcome what feels enjoyable in the movement of your body. And when you're ready, we're going to gently open up each hip. So inhale, lift your right knee, keeping the knee bent, and then start to draw circles through space with that knee, looking softly down towards the mat. Nice soft eyes. Take the knee round in the other direction when you feel ready. And remember that to step this foot through, we're going to need to take the knee out towards the long edge of the mat. And then guide it through. Out and up. Front knee over front ankle. Feel into your lower body. And then sweep your arms up to the sky. Let's bring the palms to meet and guide them down to your heart. Then inhale, lengthen the arms up again and find your goddess arms. Open your heart. Breathing in as we reach up and melting down as you exhale. Now curl the back toes under, lift the back knee and let's take it to downward dog. And my friends, you can stay here for 1 breath, 3 breaths, 5 breaths. Just see how it feels. Bringing your knees down anytime you want to. Maybe lifting and lowering your heels, pedaling out your legs. And let all of us meet. Lifting the heels, bringing the knees back down into tabletop. And once you're settled there, lifting the left knee. And let's make space in the left hip. Circle that knee round. One way. A few times the other way. Clawing through the fingertips, remember, if your wrists start to draw your attention, just to relieve any tension there. And now sending that left knee out towards the long edge, externally rotating the hip so you can step the foot up. Well done. Front knee over front ankle, then sweep the arms up to the sky. Bring the palms to meet, guide them down to your beautiful heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, open to goddess arms. Inhale, reach up and let's bow down together. Find your way back to downward dog. Hips lifting high, heart melting back. Bending each knee and turn perhaps, giving the hamstrings a good stretch. Welcoming gentle strengthening into the arms. And let's start a steady walk up towards the hands, one step at a time, into your forward fold. Bring your hands to rest lightly on opposite elbows and find a sway from side to side. Come back to center. Take a deep bend through your knees so you can plant your palms. We're going to step one foot back, then the other. Bring the knees down if you want to. Tuck the elbows into the side body and lower down through chaturanga. Now you can either inhale to baby cobra, elbows bent, or full cobra, arms extended, heart space reaching forwards and up. Take a deep breath in. Curl your toes under and exhale back to your downward dog. Deep, slow breaths. And walking or maybe hopping your feet up towards your hands now. Forward fold. Let's inhale, finding flat back. And exhale, melt it down. Maybe stroking up the fronts of the legs as you inhale, down the backs of the legs as you exhale, and letting that self-touch be something soothing and comforting. Once or twice more. Then take a deep bend through your knees, sweep your arms back, and together let's rise up to standing. Bring your palms together and guide them down to your heart. Now take a few moments just to breathe deeply. Feel into the alignment of your body, lengthen your tailbone down, gently lift your heart. We're going to come to the center of the mat and turn to face the right now, so towards the stairs. Okay. So bring the feet together, hands still pressing together. We're going to move really slowly at first through some Chandra Namaskar, the Moon Salutations. Okay. So let's inhale, send the arms up towards the sky. Then as you exhale, stretch over to your left. Sit. Inhale up the center and stretch over to your right. One more to each side. As we move through slowly, you'll see that the sequence mirrors the phases of the moon. Okay, so back to center. And you can step or hop your feet out of goddess pose now. Like a big full moon. Heels turned in, toes turned out slightly. Now inhale, stretch up to 5-pointed star and exhale to goddess. Let the energy, the prana, flow through you with a few more rounds. Inhale, exhale. Now reaching up, 5-pointed star, turn your front toes towards me, your back toes towards the long edge of the mat. Keep your legs straight and bring your arms down to shoulder height, so your body is still facing the long edge of the mat. Now we're going to slide out of the back hip towards me. That's it. And then tip down to triangle, so your left fingertips are coming down and your right fingertips are reaching up towards the sky. Just going to bend it back so the light gets wet. Take a deep breath in triangle. And as you exhale, bend into that front knee, pivot through the back foot and drop the back knee down. Front knee over front ankle. Well done. Now a few sweeps with the breath. Inhale up, exhale back. Full moons are all about clearing old energy. Now let's welcome lots of self-compassion with this next shape. It'll look different for all of us. Skandasana. So bring your fingertips down to the mat and then turn your front toes slightly towards the top right corner. Okay, so we're going to spiral the right foot onto the heel so the toes are pointing up towards the sky. Right leg is extended. Now this is where it'll look a bit different for us. At first you might need to be here, just keeping your tailbone quite high. You can always bring your bricks in, lift the floor a little higher. Or you might try bending your left knee, lifting the left heel and dropping your sitting bones down towards that left heel. So your right leg's extended. That's it. And you can find support with your fingertips on the mat just in front of you. If you do feel like trying to balance, bring the palms of your hands together at your heart. Or you can reach the arms up to the sky. Don't worry if you roll back, it's a practice. Okay. So let's all of us use the hands now to support us. We're going to walk the hands over to the right, so towards the back of the room. Skandasana this side now. Left toes pointing up. It's okay to be here. Okay, tailbone high. That's where
I'm just
most
struggling with this now.
So feet wide.
Yeah.
And just a little bend through your right knee. Okay?
Yeah.
And that's more than enough.
Right.
Just a little bend through your right knee. Yeah. And you can bend and release, bend and release. Now we're going to turn to face the back of the room. Doing really well. Drop your back knee down. Familiar pose, low lunge, sweep your arms up. And then sweep them back. And up. And back. And back. Beautiful. One more time. Now frame the front foot. Lift your back knee. Slide back to your downward facing dog. Pedal out your legs a few times. And begin to walk your feet towards your hands and your hands back towards your feet so you're right in the center of your mat again. Forwards fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, melt it down. And then roll up through the spine all the way to standing. Roll your shoulders a few times. Lovely. And now let's turn to face the windows. Turning to your right. Exactly the same again. Palms together. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, stretch to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, stretch to the right. Once or twice more each way. Bringing your feet together. Nice and close, that's it. That's it. Back to center. Now stepping or hopping the feet wide, goddess. Inhale, 5-pointed star, stretch up. Exhale, bend the knees, that's it. Trust yourself. Inhale up. Exhale, bend. Inhale up. Exhale, bend. Now let's inhale and pause. Take a deep breath in. Turn your front toes towards me. Back toes to the long edge of the mat. Back toes just to the long edge of the mat. That's it. All right, now arms shoulder height. We're going to slide out of the back hip. Keep this leg straight. Both legs straight, reaching towards the top edge of the mat. That's it. And then tipping down. That's the way. Nice. Breathe into that triangle pose. Then start to bend the front knee. Pivot through the back foot. Frame the front foot. Drop the back knee down. Front knee over front ankle. Lovely. Back to your low lunge. Sweep the arms up. And exhale them back. And up. And back. Couple more times. Now frame the front foot. Curl the back toes under. Lift the back knee. Take it to downward dog. And that's it. We've moved through our 2 rounds of Chandra Namaskar, Moon Salutations. So let's take a little pit stop. Lift the heels high. Drop the knees down and find the child's pose that feels most comfortable to you. Knees wide or they can be close together. Arms can stretch down the mat. Or you can find a little softness in your elbows. Allow yourself to sigh out your exhale. And then slowly, steadily walk your hands back towards you. Now we're going to lift the sitting bones so we can curl the toes under and come into a little toe stand. So sitting bones are down towards the heels and your knees can either be wide or close together, whichever feels best. Okay, fingertips can be on the mat. Or try bringing the palms of your hands together. Extending the eyes up towards the sky. Take a couple of breaths here. Taking your knees wide, slowly bring them back together. Bring your hands down to the mat and lift your tailbone up into your forward fold. Find a sway once you get there. Let yourself drift left and right like water. And then gradually unfurling your spine, breath by breath, vertebra by vertebra, all the way up to standing. Come to mountain pose, Tadasana. Take a step up towards the top edge of your mat. Bring your palms together. And feet quite close together, so an inch or two between them. We're going to bend the right knee, open it out to the side, and then slide that right foot as high up the left leg as you feel comfortable. You've always got the option to keep the toes on the mat. Your palms can press together. Or you can lengthen your arms up to the sky. And if you want an extra challenge, drop your right hand palm up, down to rest on that leg. And then reaching up and over slightly with the left arm. The other way. Come back to center when you're ready. Palms together. We're going to step this right foot back. Feel for the mat behind you. And send the arms up to the sky. Warrior one. Relax your shoulders. Front knees bent. Back leg straight. Take a deep breath in. And open towards the stairs into warrior two. That's it. Bring this arm towards me. You're muscle memory effective. That's it. Now let's flip the front palm. Send it forwards, up and back. Reverse warrior. Take a deep breath into the left side body. You might like to wrap your right arm around the back of your waist. Maybe lengthen your front leg. Another deep breath in. Exhale, bend the front knee. Spiral the arms down. Pivot through the back foot. Find a little rock through the feet and step the feet together. Forward fold. Inhale to flat back. Exhale to fold. Couple more times. Now take a deep bend through your knees. Sweep your arms back. Rise up to standing. Relax your shoulders down. And bend into your knees. Coming into chair pose, but then lifting the heels up off the mat. Hummingbird, let's sweep the arms back. Take a couple of breaths here. Heels lifted, hovering. Then slowly bring the heels down. Sweep the arms forwards and up. Bring the palms together. Find that little stretch through from one side to the other. And then to center, guiding the hands down to your heart. Lift and lower your heels a couple of times and take a little rock through your feet. And then feet quite close together. We'll take our tree to the other side. So we're going to bend the left knee now. Open it out to the side. And you can use the left hand to help guide it up. Be kind to yourself, okay? Go steady. It's not good or bad to have the foot high or the foot low or the toes on the mat. You might lengthen the arms up. Find some space. If you want a little more, drop the left hand down to rest on that left thigh. Reach up and gently over with your right arm. Back to center. Bring your palms together. Guide them down to your heart. And let's step back with the left foot. Front knee is bent. Back toes turned out slightly. Send the arms up to the sky. Find a spacious warrior one. Lift the eyes. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Turn towards the windows. Warrior two. Lovely. That's it. Arms are facing the earth. Looking beyond your right fingertips. Flip that front palm. Send it forwards, up and back. Reverse warrior. Then you might like to wrap your left arm around the back of your waist. Maybe lengthen your front leg. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, bend into that front knee. Spiral your arms down. Step back to your downward dog. Pedal out your legs a few times. And then inhale, lift your right leg just as high as it's comfortable to. Bend the right knee and draw circles through space, one way and the other. Now kick it back up to that three-leg dog. Exhale, downward dog. We're going to lift the heels, drop the knees down, and once we come to tabletop, slide this right knee up towards the back of your right wrist, and then slide the left leg away from you. So we're coming into pigeon pose, and we are listening for what feels like a good stretch through the right glute, the right buttock muscle. Okay, so you can keep this lower leg tucked in with the foot pointed, hips shining forwards, but if you're not quite feeling a stretch yet, you can try bringing this right foot a little further in front, flexing the foot. Okay, now once you're there, try not to drop onto your hip, we're staying centered, and then exhale, coming as low as you feel comfortable to. Take a few soft breaths there. It's like the sun takes care of everything. Rising back up nice and steadily. And to curl the back toes under. You can lift the back knee and slide that right leg out, back into tabletop. Give your hips time to swing, sway, and circle around. Then walking the hands a little further away from you, get ready for downward dog. Curl your toes under. Lift your hips high. Pedal out your legs a few times. And then inhaling, lift your left leg. That's three-leg dog. Bend your left knee now and circle it around through space. One way and the other. Kick it back up to your three-leg dog. Bring the left foot back down. So returning to downward dog. Lift your heels high. Drop your knees down. And slide your left knee up towards your left wrist now. Then slide the right leg away from you. That's it. Trust yourself, you're doing great. Listen to your left glute. If you need a little more, you can bring this foot a little further in front of you and flex that foot. But we don't want to drop onto the left hip. We want to stay centered. Take a deep breath in and then let your elbows soften. Maybe come down onto your forearms. Let your head and your neck relax. You might want to let that back foot relax. Uncurl the toes and that's it. That's it. Another couple of deep breaths. Rising back up steadily. Curl your back toes under. Lift your back knee. Slide to your tabletop again. Let your hips move. And then walking your hands back, come to a comfortable seat. It might be cross-legged or it might be stretching your legs out. Just whatever feels comfortable. And before we come to lie down, we're going to bring in one more pranayama practice. And this one is Brahmari breath. So the breath. Really good for soothing and relaxing. So we take a deep breath in, and without worrying about a note or a tone or making it sound pretty, we just hum the exhale out. Now to amplify the effect, you might like to just gently plug your ears and allow yourself to enjoy the sound and vibration. We'll do this about 5 times. One more time. Your pictures when you're ready. Kind of like the yogic where they're la la la. Tuning out the noise of the world. Perfect. Okay. So let's come to lie down on the back. And allow yourself to enjoy the softening of your back into the mat. No need to hold on. Let the breath begin to soften. Maybe take your arms or your elbows a little wider. Feel your feet on the mat, about the hips width apart, knees bent. And when you're ready, hug your right knee in towards your chest. We're going to slowly lengthen that leg up towards the sky. If you want a deeper stretch, bring the hands to the back of the leg, flex the toes down, and gently guide the leg back towards you. Now let's let this right leg come all the way down onto the mat. Take your arms as wide as you can, or if you can't quite stretch them out all the way, find cactus, bending at the elbows. And you actually might want to use your right hand to help guide your left knee across the body now. So we're bringing the left knee all the way up and over. Let your left hip come up off the mat as well. And then turn your head gently to the left. You might like to close the eyes. Slowly come back to center. Let's hug both knees into the chest once we're there. Then land the right foot on the mat with the knee bent and send the left leg up to the sky. Maybe stretching the hamstrings by guiding the leg back towards you with the hands. Take it easy. Let that left leg slowly lengthen down onto the floor. And then use your left hand to guide your right knee across the body. Turning your head to the right, extending your right arm out on the floor. And turning to look down towards your right fingertips, palm facing the sky. Now coming back to center, let's hug both knees in again. And then come to Viparita Karani. So allowing the legs to dangle in midair with as deep or a softer bend through the knees as you like. Look for the space where your legs feel as weightless as possible. And you can either just drift and be still there, or circle your ankles if that feels good. It's one of the most powerful poses for releasing and resetting your energies. So you might like to just visualize all of those self-doubts, those fears, the things that hold you back, just draining away. Let them drain away with each exhale. Gradually deepening the bend of your knees, landing the feet. You might like to take a big full body stretch. Arms and legs, and from there, just let yourself find spacious movement, anything that feels like final release before Shavasana, whether that's a stretch or a shake or a breath or a shape. Whatever feels like a clearing for you. And then guide yourself into a relaxed Shavasana, letting any props support you in a way that feels comfortable. Good time. Get settled. If you'd like some nurture oil, offer me a palm. Breath. Deepen your sense of releasing, softening, and letting go to the support that's beneath you. With each breath, allow yourself to sink a little deeper into this moment, grounding into the earth beneath you. Now, my friends, I invite you to imagine yourself standing crossroads. On one path, you remain in the past, the familiar, comfortable, maybe the place where doubt and fear reside. On the other path, you see the future, the expansive, unknown path of possibility. It's a path where dreams come alive, where you are free from the limitations you've placed on yourself. Feel the energy of freedom in front of you. Imagine yourself standing tall, unburdened by fear or doubt. You have a bow and arrow in your hands. Your dream, the deepest desire, is the target. You set your sights on it, and it's time to let go of everything that says it's not possible. This is your moment to aim your arrow at those aspirations and release the old doubts, the old fears, the old beliefs that say you are anything less than worthy of your dreams. Now take a deep breath and feel yourself step onto that path of freedom. As you take the first step, feel the lightness of expansion. You are no longer confined to the limits of what you once thought was possible. You are free to grow, free to aim, free to dream bigger than ever before. Visualize yourself moving forward with courage. Each step filled with possibility. The path ahead may be uncertain, but it is filled with opportunity. You trust in the process, knowing that your journey is unfolding as it should. In this moment, feel the deep relief of letting go of what's the worst that could happen, and instead embracing what's the best that could happen. Feel the power of choice in your hand. With each inhale, breathe in the energy of freedom. With each exhale, release any doubts, fears, and limitations that are present in this chapter of your life. Feel yourself expanding beyond your comfort zone and trusting that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. Take a few more moments here, allowing yourself to feel fully aligned with the expansive energy of this full moon. Feel the courage to take bold steps forward and know that you are free to create the life you desire. Gently begin to bring your awareness back to the present moment. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Carrying with you that energy of freedom and possibility. Maybe take time to stretch or move your body as it feels good to you right now. Find your way perhaps to your favorite side for a few moments. Rising in your own time back to a comfortable seat. You're there, bringing your hands together, rubbing them back and forth and feeling the heat, the energy, the life force, and the magic that is flowing through you. Take that to your eyes, to your heart, and to anywhere else you feel guided to this evening. Release when you're ready. Maybe carry with us the expansiveness, the light, and the sense of possibility from our practice. The light in me bows to and honors the light within you. Namaste. What is it? Noon. Oh, the wolves are. My wolf's been a bit weird today. Yeah.